Another match week, man. Ah, man, I'm starting to get nervous as an Arsenal fan. But I like it. I like it. I think speaking from an Arsenal perspective, we are at 42 points, 18 games. So technically Ateta is on course for 90. If he gets 45 at 19, if he wins tomorrow, he's on course for 90. But anyway, that was a crazy match week that just ended. United kicked off with a nice win. I think we talked about that. But among other notable events from the weekend, Chelsea, man, Chelsea just crumbled. I don't know what's happening at Chelsea. Do they look like they're collapsing, or there's been talks about their manager leaving? There's been talks about him being unhappy, things like those. But Chelsea look like they're not like a project heading anywhere. They're just a group of mercenaries.
I don't think they are going forward. I mean, for a team that finished top 4 and then strengthened, right now they don't really look like they have a command of that position. They're actually fifth, and they don't really play like they like you can bet on them to finish in top 4. I think they have a little bit gone backwards. They are imploding. They cannot see out teams, and even their wins have not been like very convincing. There have been Navi wins, including a 4-3 thriller versus it was, I think, Wolves in a cup competition. They have allowed people back to them many times. They are not defending well. They are not holding well. I just think they are going backwards.
In terms of going backwards, there is one literal example. They had moved on from Chalobah, right? They did not need him. They released him on loan. They didn't need him. The only reason he was not sold, I think, is because the Palace did not have enough money or something, so they took him on loan. But now he seems to be their main centre back, and he is not doing a good job. That just shows you how backwards they've gone. It's
Right.
crazy.
He's not good. He's not good. That's why they say they sent him on loan. And for them to have him as their main center back, that speaks a lot about them. They did not improve that side. They don't really have any like top level center backs, so that leaves them exposed. They have in their bomb squad. I don't know if he's worse than the rest because he was almost same level with Chalobah.
Yeah.
But I just don't think they have anybody they can call on to right now.
Yeah, it cost them. Villa just switched the game up within 2 minutes. But anyway, who would have thought Chelsea was going to win anyway? I don't even know why I thought Chelsea was going to win. But in another one, in another one that was
even before Villa switched up on them, there's also a question of why was the score still 1-0 at that point. So
yeah,
I think that the problem might be the whole team. Maybe something is not just working because they maybe could have been 2-0 up by then.
Yeah, but Villa know how to stay in games. Somehow they've been staying in games and killing the game in the second half. That's why they put like main guys on the bench like Watkins and start someone like Malem to run down the defenders, and then they bring in Watkins to finish the game. It's kind of been part of their strategy. So if they can stay in within the first half specifically, if they can stay in, then it's kind of they've been having very strong second halves, Villa, and maybe Chelsea should have seen that, especially losing at home. That was a really punch in the teeth. But someone else that received a punch in the teeth is Glasner. Is he being stretched out, or Palace lost at home to Spurs? Even though Spurs only win away, Palace have kind of gotten onto the level where they don't lose to teams like Spurs at home. But do you feel like I think they've played their 10th game within 30 days or something. They're really stretched out.
Yeah, they have a thin squad.
Yeah.
They cannot really rotate. They don't have quality on the bench. And their manager actually said they need to make like attacking signings because he says he feels they are underscoring, like their offensive line is not working, and that's just the truth. They can't kill off teams. They can't score. They're basically hanging in there. A few games that they've had some results have been through Gay and sometimes Lacroix and Munoz, their wing back, who is now out. So their attacking line, their attacking players are not in the best form at the moment, and they don't have numbers on the bench.
And Sa left for AFCON.
Yeah, yeah, Sai is out for AFCON, and they have like games twice a week with that squad. They can't sustain it.
Yeah. Anyway, they lost that one, but among other teams, we kind of expected those wins. Ryan Shaki pulled a surprise to get City out, but they didn't really look like they were going to lose. But at the same time, they didn't look like they were going to win until he pulled a Houdini set piece. I'm just saying, this set piece, Manchester United set piece, it's set pieces, but it's life. You know, Man City scored a set piece and they can keep up with Arsenal now. Talk about keeping up. You've really kept up. Is Man United and Newcastle, we both got that one.
Yeah.
Nottingham City, we both got that one. Arsenal, Brighton, we both got that one. Brentford, Bournemouth, we both got that one. Burnley, Everton, we both failed that one. They drew. It was a 0-0 draw. Man, it was a serious 0-0 draw. There was some
Like
serious shots on the post. Yeah. Liverpool won their game at home against Wolves. Kind of expected. Emotional match, but West Ham, Fulham. I gave West Ham. You gave Fulham. And Fulham took it. You got one there over me. Chelsea, Villa, we both failed because you picked
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I cooked myself on that one.
Chelsea. I think you picked a draw. I picked Chelsea. So we
Yeah, I
can
had
have
Villa,
both.
then I settled for a draw.
Yeah. And then Sunderland, Leeds. We both failed on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I picked Sunderland, you picked Leeds. They ended up drawing those guys. And then where I got one over you was Tottenham against Palace. So we both got 6. And we were at 28, 31. So that gives us 37 going into this match week tomorrow. And nowhere else to start other than the Emirates. I think Arsenal is going to win the game. I don't know how. I think Villa is a very good team, but just by dynamics, I think Arsenal is going to win the game, and I am going to give Arsenal.
Yeah, these are tough one to call because Aston Villa and Arsenal, you always see all the 3 results being possible. But I think just because Man City have pulled way too close from like a 5 or 8, then 5-point difference, right now being 2-point difference, I think it becomes a must win. Well, right now the game is a must win for Arsenal, but just because Aston Villa beat them earlier, I don't really think that Arsenal will want to let Aston Villa get 6 points from them. So
In
I
one
see it
month.
being a narrative. Yeah, I see it being a
Well, Navi or big win, I think it will be a big win, like a 3-1. But yeah, like a 3-1 or something. Yeah, I think that they'll try and stick into the game like they always do at 2-1. And then instead of them scoring, we'll be the ones to score the third one. I think we're going to flip the script on them. But we'll see tomorrow. We never know.
yeah.
We never know. Someone else that is playing tomorrow is, well, I don't want to put people are playing tomorrow. I'd maybe get the title challenger. The other title challenger is City. India has a tricky fixture. It goes away to Sunderland. This is where the Rain started beating Arsenal at Sunderland. I don't know. We were 9 games without conceding until these guys. A game ended up in a draw. I think they've already been discovered, so I'll give City. And yeah, just for the fact that City know that this is a big weekend and the most likely result from the Arsenal game might be a draw, even though City played 2 days later, which might change the result. I don't know if it'll change any dynamics. So the Arsenal draw, they must win. When the Arsenal lose now, they must win. And if Arsenal win, then they must really win to keep up. So I think Man City will win for this one, yeah.
Yeah, I think City win too because right now City have to play with they have to we give Arsenal 3 points every week, and they have to look at how if Arsenal gets 3 points this week, how does it look for us? So if Arsenal draw Villa, that's added advantage for City. But I
Yeah.
think at this point they will want to go out and get the 3 points. So City.
City win for you. Okay. And the other title pretenders, we've left title challengers. Chelsea play Bournemouth at home tomorrow. Bournemouth are in a rough patch trying to sell their player. They've lost 9 games in a row, I think, or something. 8. They're just in a bad. They've not won in, I think, in 8 games or 9 or so. They're in a rough patch trying to sell their best player. Man, that squad has been milked dry from Zabarani to the other kid at Madrid to just everybody that's been leaving the club, and now they want to take the next best player. And I don't know. I think they're going to survive. They have to survive to keep their heads above water to stay in the league in this one, because I think less than 5 points away from safety now, and they were in the top 4 not long ago.
Yeah, true. They were up there. I think they were. I remember again the conversation of Iraola versus the Crystal Palace guy Glasner,
Yeah,
because they were just at the same level going toe to toe, and then they imploded and things haven't gone well for them. They really
yeah,
haven't won in a while. I don't remember the last time they had a W. It's been a couple draws and losses here and there.
yeah.
But uh, I think also Chelsea having lost points stupidly to Aston Villa, and they play home. And the main reason why Chelsea lost to Aston Villa was not really, according to me, it was not really because Aston Villa were great. It was more because Chelsea did not take care of their business. And they might want to make amends, because you don't shoot yourself in the foot against Villa and then you have Bournemouth to try make amends, and then you drop points. So I really think this game is going to be very important for Chelsea. I'm going to go with Chelsea on this.
I'm gonna sit on the fence though, because Bournemouth is at a bad place. Yeah,
Yeah.
but well, we'll see how that goes. The other guy playing at home is Manchester United. When United play Wolves, Wolves have been most of these fixtures are kind of return fixtures from this month or in the past month. Wolves have been kind of tight at the back. They gave Liverpool a headache the other day, and they gave Arsenal a headache. Ever since they played United, they've been a headache. I don't know what you think. Well, I don't know what you think about this game. I think United will win just because they need to win. But at the same time, that's never been a reason for United to win, because they need to win. They've always needed to win in some cases. Yeah.
True. Yeah. I mean, Wolves have just been stingy. It's only United game, because even before United they had been stingy, or they had still been stingy. I remember they frustrated Villa before Villa had won by 1-0.
Yeah.
But I just think that it's a must-win game for United. That's how it feels. Because if you look at United previously, we've been in a position where one game, one win could put us to second spot. That was like for 3 straight match weeks. We were one win away from second spot. And then
Yeah.
we are at a position where we are now maybe one loss away from position 10. And
Yeah.
having dropped points numerously, and right now we picked points against Aston Villa, against Newcastle, and we have a run where you have to capitalize, because if you have Wolves, then you just have to win, because
It's an expected
the
one.
teams
Yeah.
around you are not. Yeah, it's an expected one. And Liverpool, the teams in your form are winning. Liverpool is now picking points. Chelsea
Yeah.
might pick points again.
Yeah.
I don't think United can
Can
allow
afford to
themselves to
lose.
lose this one.
Mm.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think for that reason also I gave United. You're giving United?
Uh-huh.
You okay. Yeah, that's for the same
United.
reasons I gave
United.
United. I think Wolves are a very woeful team. Even VAT scored against Wolves, so it's not that tight at the back. Even Florian Vance can score.
They finally gave Barca a goal.
Yeah. Tricky about Vats though.
Wow.
Do you think Salah absence and Isak absence is going to be good for Vats and Ekitike going forward?
It is.
Or do you think it was just
It
a
is.
one thing?
No, it is because even before the previous game, he got an assist. And even before that, before registering the assist, it was beginning to feel like it was coming. And then he had an assist, and then he followed that with a goal. And now with almost more assurance of minutes, because it's not like after 60 minutes they're gonna pull you out for Salah. I think that might just be timely for him.
Both
Yeah,
him
for
and
both of them.
Ekitike. Yeah, because
Mhm.
they linked up for the goal against Wolves, and tomorrow they play a tougher opponent. Calvert Lewin is on fire. Not tomorrow, they play on Thursday. Liverpool hosting Leeds. Yeah, remember the 3-3 fiery draw recently that sparked Mohamed Salah's debate. But do you think Liverpool is going to take a chance for revenge, or Leeds are just kind of too tight? Because Leeds are tight at the moment. But
Yeah, it's
Liverpool is not going to draw points against a relegation team, is it? Not today.
no. I don't think Liverpool will allow themselves to drop points because Liverpool expect United to win. They're back in top four, and they
Mhm.
want to play around that point, and they see a possibility for United winning. I think they might want to win this one at all costs. It doesn't make it easy for them because Leeds is such a stubborn team, but I think I'll go with the Liverpool on this one.
Yeah, me too. I think I'll take Liverpool on this one just because they're home and they've already got into the gear because people are already shifting gears now. You see, when you talk about
Yeah,
Liverpool, Chelsea, United, they're pretty much right there. And then they're all banking on Arsenal to beat Villa tomorrow so that then it becomes a four team race for those three spots. Number 3, 4, 5,
for the three
6.
spots.
Then becomes four teams racing for three spots. Yeah, I think Chelsea will win. I think United will win. I think Liverpool will win. And yeah, because they're all at home and they all need those wins. So I'll give United that
Yeah.
win. The other tricky fixture, which was kind of tricky the other day, it kind of threw you off, is Brentford Tottenham. But Tottenham was hosting them. They won, but now Brentford is the host. And Thomas Frank goes back to Brentford. I don't know what you think about that. They play on Thursday.
Uh, uh, I don't understand Spurs because it's hard for me to get their games right. They always turning up when I'm expecting them to lose and picking something and losing when I expect them to get something. Brentford is a good side at home. I think they have only lost to Man City. Probably Man City. They only have one L. Spurs has a good form away, but it has dropped points. Now, how does this one turn up? I don't know about this one. Maybe I'm gonna sit on the fence on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brentford
I'm gonna
have
sit on
home
the fence
losses
on this.
from wait, this season. Yeah, it's just Man City. And then they have a draw against Leeds. You say you're gonna sit on the fence? I picked Brentford, so I'll take Brentford on this one. I think maybe Thomas Frank time is almost up. I don't think he'll claw
Yeah,
his
it's
way
just
out. Yeah. Even though they are almost similar points, 26, 25. But man,
but
I want to
he's
sit
at
on the
Spurs.
fence.
Expectation.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to sit on the fence because that's the most logic one. But you know what? I'll take Brentford. I have a 3-point cushion. And I shoot my foot. Let's go to the relegation
Brentford is
side.
the Brentford is yeah. Brentford is it was so difficult for me to sit on the fence because it points towards Brentford.
Yeah,
It points towards Brentford, but but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give Spurs the benefit of a way doubt.
that's a very likely result. Very likely result. But I'm gonna go with Coyote. I'm gonna stick with Coyote. But
Yeah, man.
Burnley,
Throw it, guy.
Newcastle. I say Newcastle had about over 40 crosses into the box, trying to find their 7-foot striker who does not score headers. Something they knew. He had over 40 crosses against United, trying to find
And the
Voltemade.
7-foot striker was in
He's not a header.
was in Lisandro Martinez's pocket.
He
But
might
look
be
here,
the 5-foot
you might not,
striker defender.
you know, I mean, I'll blame you for misplacing the header. No, I'll not, like, I won't blame you for misplacing the header. But being beaten in air by Lisandro Martinez, that one is on you.
Yeah.
Like,
You know,
how does he beat you in air over and over?
yeah. He was just locked out. Aerially, Newcastle were locked out. And that was the game plan. And they just got locked out.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
I
play
think
Burnley away.
without
Yeah.
Burnley is another pragmatic one. Now, I don't know how to feel about Newcastle because they've only beaten a relegation team away and they're going to another relegation team away. I don't know if that means all their away wins come from relegation side. Nah, I don't trust them. I don't trust
Yeah.
them. Because if Burnley goes ahead, Aston Villa have not recovered any point. They have not recovered. Newcastle have not recovered any point from a losing position. But again, they have just lost too many. They have just lost too much that this one looks like a must win for them.
They have one win away in the league.
From that was Wolves.
Yeah. No, was it? No,
That was,
Everton. Remember? Everton. The Everton one, it was weird.
Everton.
Yeah. It was a weird win. Two people won at Everton weirdly, Newcastle and Tottenham. But yeah,
No,
there's only
to
have
be
that.
sincere, I think that there's a point where Newcastle are going to get another away win. I think so, where they're going to get another win.
I gave them
And
this one.
I think if it's not Burnley, I don't know where you get it. I don't know where you get it. So
Are you
I
sitting on
think
the
I'm
fence?
gonna go for them. No,
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna go
give
for
Nick
Newcastle.
Voltemade.
Yeah, I have him on my fantasy team. He has been letting me down.
Yeah, Voltemade. Man, I gave up on fantasy, man. It was crazy. Oh, I forgot. Oh, man, I'll try next season. But West Ham and Brighton, they're both poor form teams, but at the same time, very unpredictable, you know. Those two guys. They say the reason there's not been a Premier League winner from London that much is because of the derbies. Derby results are very unpredictable, and London team, you have very many derbies.
I mean, that makes sense. Right, to win the title from London, you have to be so good.
Yeah, you have to win so many emotional games. You have like 8 teams from London. What do you even do? You have over 10 derbies in one season. You have about 15, 10, 12 derbies. It's crazy.
And then travel to Manchester.
Then travel to Manchester, travel to Liverpool, travel to Villa, travel to Newcastle, travel to Sunderland. Like the worst of places to travel to anyway. And if you're not traveling that far, it's another derby.
Yeah, makes sense.
These two are not traveling a lot. West Ham against Brighton. I don't know.
This one, I think, I have a feeling that Nuno is about to be fired, and there's a game that's going to fire him. He lost to Fulham, so it will make sense for him to really want to win this one. But I think Welbeck will cook them. I think Nuno gets fired this weekend.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go for Brighton.
Well, I put X. I think I'll stick with that. I'll stick with
It's a
sitting
more
on the
likely
fence.
result.
But I don't want to overthink it. I already thought it. And I was like, these guys are in a bad spot, but at the same time, if they just win like a game or two, they might pull out of that. But at the same time, I don't. Well, I'll stick with that. Another derby, Crystal Palace, Fulham. Man, those like 3-4 derbies have already. There's like 3 derbies every weekend. Brentford, Palace, West Ham. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's Palace against Fulham. I think Palace will win now. I think they're in a bad spot. But at the same time, Fulham is a very tough team. Very tough team.
Yeah, Fulham is a difficult one, but
And if they beat, they're actually same points with Palace. I did not know that. Who would have thought top 4 Palace is on the same points with Fulham? the league. The league is
yeah,
tough.
I'm looking at league is tough. The managers who are suggested to replace Amorim. Newcastle is close to Andy Howe. Andy Howe is close to Nuno right now, and then
Yeah. Silver.
and then of course Iraola. Iraola is also struggling. Glasner is not really doing. Glasner is not really doing well.
Yeah.
And then Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank has been hit miss at Spurs. The league is tough. The league is tough. It's
The
not
league
just
is
like
tough.
no, get that manager, get that. No,
It doesn't work like that.
dynamics change.
It
No,
doesn't
doesn't
work
work
like that.
work like that.
You remember Jurgen Klopp famous quote? I think Nedam usually has it. I don't know if you've played football, but these kinds of things happen. Like generally. Yeah, I don't know, but these kinds of things happen. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. League is hard. Telling you, league is hard. It's not as simple as switch up, switch up. No, no. Oh, he did well at Brentford. If you just give him players, he finished ahead of Spurs. That's the reality. He finished ahead of Spurs. But let's go back to Palace. Palace Fulham.
I'm gonna go with Palace.
You're
I'm
gonna go
gonna go
with
with Palace
Palace?
because I
They
think
need one.
they really need to win. Yeah, they need
Mm.
one, and they're level points with Fulham, and they are hosting. They know that Fulham goes above them with a win. They probably not gonna let that happen. The worst is a draw, but the most likely outcome, according to me, here is a home win.
The last time these guys met, yeah, Fulham Palace won away.
Fulham
But
won away.
Palace 2-1 away. But you know what? I'll just go to Fulham. I'll give Fulham.
Yeah, they pull these ones.
Yeah, they have that ability.
They pull these ones. I gave them against West Ham last weekend. I just couldn't trust. I just couldn't trust. No, I'm saying Fulham. Fulham are away, I think,
Yeah.
last weekend. Yeah, I
So I'm
gave
saying
them
even
against
before
West
that,
Ham,
they
and
beat
I was
Tottenham
just
away also. Before West Ham, they beat Tottenham away also. London derbies.
when I was about to say that I'm not trusting them with 2 away wins, they already did it.
Well, 3 is hard. 3 is hard. I'll stick with Palace on this one. And last, which is not really last, but the Sean Dyke derby. Nottingham hosting Everton. Man, these fixtures are hard.
Now I think these are one of those fixtures where I see both teams being almost similar strengths. So I think I'm going to allow Nottingham some home advantage. And I know that Everton has had some surprise away wins against United. And I think one, two other teams, I don't remember clearly which game, but they have put some surprise away wins.
Mhm.
I think at home, I might trust Sean Dyke. Even the game at Liverpool versus City, they were in. He puts up a fight at home. So
Yeah.
I'm going to trust him on this, and Forest win for me.
Yeah, I already gave Forest also. I think in these close ones, as you say, it's kind of safer to bank on the home team, especially such kind of games, Sean Dyke derby or London derby or just something like that is safer to bank on the home team, just like Arsenal, Villa. Those
Yeah.
kinds of games is safer to
Arsenal
bank on the
Villa,
home team.
Arsenal Villa is one of those. Is one of those. I'm
Yeah.
gonna bank on the home team.
Even last time, it was
Arsenal
kind
has
of
been
more
allowing
logic.
teams back in. Yeah. I'm saying Arsenal has been allowing teams back in, but now with that Arsenal's defense is back. Arsenal's defense is back, so I'm staying with home win. But the previous one you're talking about was a Villa Arsenal.
The,
The one that I sat on the
the
fence and
reverse
also went
fixture.
the home way.
Yeah, it's half 50-50, but you go with the home team. You can do that with Chelsea. Chelsea are shit, but yeah, like serious teams or equal strength teams. Palace, Fulham, Nottingham, Everton, Liverpool, Leeds. They're equal strength. They cannot say otherwise because they had a 3-3 draw. It's equal strength. So, but
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I draw in the Liverpool Leeds game. It will not be a surprise as much as I expect Liverpool to win, but any result there cannot be a surprise to me. They are same level.
That's true. That's true. And Liverpool is still limping. They've not upgraded their squad. Maybe they have some cohesion now that Salah is gone and Isak is gone, and maybe Ekitike is more relaxed. But at the same time, we can only wait and see. And that's it for our Match 19 preview. Man, Match 19 is rushing. We are right in the halfway in the season. Let's see how, let's see how tomorrow goes.
There's a lag. I lost you, I think, for a second.
I'm saying Matchweek 19. Let's see how it goes. Man, now when we are playing a tough team, City tell us, okay, you guys can play fast now. That's not fair. They've been playing before us, and now they want to put us ahead. But whichever way, we know they're going to win their game. We just have to win ours, I think. That's the only way.
I lost your audio for like a good minute there. I don't know what's happening.
Ile katuacha niizime. Kwani ina lag mbona? Because nimeikata. Unanisikia?